everybody, and welcome to Yes Please, where we go and take a deeper dive into the world of Adrian and live in between the other episodes of Check Please. This episode is taking place between episode
9 and 30.
29 and 30. Gosh, I can't believe we're already that far in. It's amazing. Wow. But the current date is April the 9th of the year 808. And it is the evening of April the 9th. The party has just gotten back from their outing to the Echo Deep Mines. And it is in this evening that the party has been hailed as heroes and town saviors by the common folk of Saraibo. So currently the party is scattered around the Greenfields Tavern and Inn. And that is where we pick things up with Louie, Xander, and Stavik in the front area of the green fields.
Alright. I feel like maybe I should sober up just a little bit more.
Oh, I see. There's a bit more water. Do you need more water? Maybe we could nosh some foods.
Xander is going to begin murmuring a couple of words, and then he's going to reach out and he's going to tap Louie.
Where?
He is going to tap him on, like, the side of his head.
Okay.
And as he does so, I would like to cast Neutralize Poison. Let me make a caster level check for you.
And I do have a question right after that as well. Oh!
I do. That is a nat 20.
Oh, fuck. Well then.
Way to
Okay.
go.
Well, that is going to succeed at neutralizing the poison of your target.
Well, Beardy, I have a question because I'm not really so familiar on how magic works in comparison to real life. But do you still, like, if you were in the process of blacking out, do you get those memories back after you get the poison out of you, or is it just like you're just awake again?
You're just kind of awake again, but there's a bit of a fuzzy gap in your memory.
Okay.
Yeah. Because as I understand it, and maybe I'm wrong, but as I understand it, your brain is not encoding memories correctly while
That
you
is
are
correct.
that intoxicated. So it's not like removing the intoxicant later somehow makes you create all those memories that you weren't encoding properly at the time. So it's basically just a blank in your memory that is, it's because your brain wasn't recording at the time because it was too poisoned.
Scene missing.
But it is debating for some reason. Nonetheless, Louie just blinks for a moment and then looks around. I feel as though I've been making many mistakes tonight.
I
No,
don't think any mistakes.
Oh, good.
I wouldn't say many.
All right.
I didn't make any mistakes.
I didn't say that he made mistakes. All I said is I wouldn't say many.
All right. Okay. Since you're both back, do you guys mind if I borrow those items?
Not at all. Stavik will take.
Xander has that right now.
Oh,
Kenny remembers
Andrew
this.
does.
that's right. I still have the shawl. I still have the shawl on.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, you were
okay.
given that back. But the cloak is in Xander's possession currently.
Oh, but
We
Louie does not know that. Because you have that gaps in memory.
Exactly. Hence why he was
oh,
like,
boy. Actually, Xander has the items that I had.
Yes, that is correct. Should we perhaps do this somewhere else?
Yeah, obviously. I wouldn't want to, do that out in the open at all. Please and thank you.
Should we do whatever you're planning here?
Louie just stares at Xander. I'm guessing no, since he's physically leaving the building.
Well.
Xander walks up to the door and he throws it open and walks out.
Oh.
Wow, he's just sassy bitch tonight.
Stavik, I'm glad you're here.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Now walk faster. He's getting away. His legs are so fucking long.
There we go.
Xander!
Why are you so tall? Get back here! I can only go 20 feet in 6 seconds.
And then I'm guessing we're heading to the Owen Temple in the ground.
That is correct.
Okay.
The tomb?
I will activate the door so that we may descend.
Okay.
Xander reaches out with a hand and closes his eyes and then makes a lowering gesture with his hand.
Louie steps on it, but he's fidgeting and pressing the scars on his fingers as he's just nervously standing, though his scars on his right hand really aren't super visible currently.
Yeah, I imagine not.
Louie, please forgive me, but why don't you ever try to heal those?
I can't heal myself?
Oh, no, I understand, but why don't you have Xander heal them?
He tried.
Oh.
Well, I assume that's what happened.
I
Kind
suppose
of gives the...
you could say that.
I guess I know we could say that, but what exactly happens when you try to heal them? Are you trying to heal them, or are you just trying to? Why?
I didn't. Okay. Are we going somewhere in here? By the way, I should ask that first before I answer this question.
No, not in particular.
Okay, I didn't know if we were going to a room or if we were just standing in this place. Okay.
Why don't we go to the room where the spiders were?
Why the fuck would I want to go to a room where spiders were?
Because they should be gone, right? We took care of it.
I don't know.
They're
Spiders
gone.
can be wherever they want to be.
Technically, it was an undead creature, a swarm animated with necromancy within the body of the spider.
Okay, well, I don't know these things. Ugh.
I mean,
but the room's creepy. Ugh. Okay, we're going
How
in.
appropriate. The altar room.
I don't know. There's something about places like this. I just don't like them. Anyways, Louie will turn to Stavik. One, I never had access to healing before I started adventuring and being a mercenary and such. Any. Two, I don't know. I guess Xander's tried something or done stuff, but it's... I mean, every time I use fire magic, it does this. It burns and my skin gets charcoal black.
So does the magic emanate from your skin, or does it appear above it and the proximity burns the skin?
His hand is on fire.
Oh! Yeah, don't
could
do that, please.
show you, but I kind of already like hurt myself quite a bit earlier
Yeah,
by being
no,
angry,
no,
so
no. Is that, okay.
I don't really like using fire personally.
Yes, if it would, charcoal my skin, I would particularly avoid it at all costs.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to buy
But
new
so-
bandages at this point because I definitely burn up all of them. And
I
I
have
stained my
plenty.
shirt. Oh, thank you. I mean, if you were offering, thank you. If not, that's cool.
Yes.
Cool. I mean, thank you.
Xander is gonna pull out his wand and flick it, and he will tap Louie on the head again. And 7 hit points potentially as energy courses through Louie. And Xander would like to check his arm as that is happening to see if there is any.
Well, his sleeve's down, but
particular
at
thing.
least his, like, he didn't put the glove back on his hand at least, so. Or his
Mhm.
armlet. Hand still the same?
Yes. It seems to be deeper than just HP damage.
I mean, notably, I didn't really know magic till about a year ago, and I'm actually not that great at it. Like, I'm still really new, and I feel like I'm doing stuff that's probably not right, but I mean, I don't really.
What do you mean by not right?
I don't know. I don't really have gemins to really guide me every time I try a new spell.
I don't know that he would necessarily be all that helpful.
Right. Anyways, I don't particularly want either of you to see me with that cloak on, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Which
And,
cloak on?
The true self one.
I see.
I can
I
walk around
I
the
could step
corner and just talk to you guys from there, but personally
I would prefer to be in my line of sight for this.
Okay,
I can step out
He's-
for you.
Going to pull out the shawl of shadowy disguise.
so I put this on first and then
Yes.
okay. Stavik, we're gonna borrow your thing.
Of course.
Okay. Louie just holds his hands out.
Xander will reach out and place the shawl of shadowy disguise in his hands.
Okay. Louie will put it on. Easy peasy. I'm guessing my visage is undetermined.
Mm-hmm.
Do you mind if I just make sure that it works before I put the other one on?
Certainly.
Sure.
Do you have a mirror?
I would be able to tell from my hands.
Okay.
I mean, you guys can turn around if you want to be in the same room, but
Yes, I will. I will, of course, acquiesce. And
Xander will
Stavik
turn
will
around.
turn around and face the wall. Like, I'm in trouble. And he'll floop a cloak.
may I have it, Xander?
Yes. And he'll hand over the other cloak.
Mm-hmm. And Louie will put it on under the other one? What's it like, Beardy?
It is like this cloak pulls at who you really are deep down and displays that on the outside. And you saw for Stavik, it restored his original look, right? It restored his flesh to some degree.
Mm-hmm.
For you, are you able to see yourself in the mirror from where you are?
Okay, so we're nowhere close to a mirror as far as I know in this
Okay.
altar room, but everyone's
Mhm.
turned around, and I
Mhm.
also have the shadowy disguise
Yeah.
cloak on top of that.
You get a little taller.
That's it?
That's all you notice, yeah.
Okay,
The shadowy disguise is kind of blocking out your face.
gotcha. Louie will...
But yeah, you notice like the world just gets a little bit taller because like right now Louis is about 5'5". When
Yeah.
this is all said and done, you're like 5'8".
That's Keni height.
Yeah. Also known as short king height.
Louie will, almost unsure how to go about this, he kind of like hunches his shoulders over so that he's not that height right now. Okay.
Stavik will actually go, there, if you recall, there was a pool in the lower levels.
Oh no. It's all good. The I can tell from my hands. Anyways, I think I'm pretty imperceptive currently. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check the pool real quick. But wait, you wanted to be in the same room.
We can turn around in the pool room as well.
Okay.
Just takes the cloak back off and we'll follow.
Okay. And Louis takes them off, and then we go to the pool room, which is downstairs?
Yes. Unless we want to jump.
No.
You could jump.
Whee!
Ugh, there's still grody blood here.
There's someone's guts all over the walls. Damn it, I can't
Probably the
operate
bloody
doors.
skeletons, but that was necrotic energy, so I don't know why it'd still be there. I do not like this place.
You make your way down all the way to the bottom level of the sunken temple, and once again find this pool of filthy water at the bottom.
So, is it reflective enough to where I can at least see my reflection?
I mean, yeah.
If I put a light
right-
above, I probably
the right
could.
lighting, yeah. Yeah.
I'll put a dancing light up just so I can make that happen for myself. Okay.
Yeah.
I think turn around again. Let's see if it worked.
Okay.
Xander will do this.
We will put them both back on and look at himself in his reflection to see if he is imperceptive.
Okay. Now, I described this to you earlier, so do you
Yes.
just want to describe what it is that you see then? Or do you want me to describe what I've already told you?
You can go ahead and describe what you already told me.
You got it. In that case, Louis, you look back, and the person you see staring at you is like a perfect version of yourself. They're a little taller, they're a little more chiseled, they're a little more barrel-chested, they're a little more muscular. They have more chiseled features. Their hair is more well kept. Their skin is flawless and without a single mark upon it.
So even with
And-
that shroud, I can still see myself?
Oh, so I assume you took the shroud off so you could
No,
actually
no,
see
I
yourself.
put them both back on so that
Oh,
I could make sure they couldn't see me.
okay. Sorry. Then in that case, you look and you see like a black image looking back at you because it's a cloak. It's a shadowy disguise. Like you just look like a bunch of darkness.
All right, it works.
Why would you? Would you look at you?
I just want to make sure they couldn't see that.
Okay. They turned around. They're not even looking.
Yeah, but they want to turn back around at some point.
You don't trust them.
I mean, every now and then, I do like to turn around.
Anyways.
Now and then I get a little bit lonely.
We're just gonna roll some d6s for no reason.
Not me, not
God
me.
damn it!
Anyways, okay. I think it worked. I don't think you can see me this way.
Oh, so I can turn around?
Yes, you both can turn around. There's a room right here, too, so we don't have to
Okay.
sit in a grody hallway, if that helps.
Yes, it would.
Xander will gesture to the room.
Louie gestures to the room and then stares at Stavik.
Oh, okay. Do. They close it. It was a ploy all along.
Must I go first?
I suppose that's a question that only you can answer.
I would really prefer it if you went into the room first.
All right, Louie.
Thank you.
And Xander will walk in.
Louie will follow
Does
behind.
it matter who comes first?
And
Yes.
Louis slams the door shut and seals it with ice.
Oh, hush up. Okay.
The
Well,
room is deathly quiet.
Next up is that other piece.
Xander is going to reach into his neckline and he will pull out the Amulet of Owen. He looks at it for a little bit, and I would like to call the moth out of it, Beardy.
You do. You wipe your finger across the amulet, sort of running it around the edge of the amulet, and as you do, the little moth will stick its head up, curiously looking around, and then emerge fully from the amulet, and then begin crawling around, still looking ethereal, as it crawls up onto your hand and spreads its wings and begins to take flight, fluttering around the room between the three of you. It's still
Xander
largely see-through.
is going to look at it and smile before slowly taking off the Amulet of Owen and handing it over to Louie.
Louie is gonna look at it and take a deep breath. Okay.
Mhm.
What's the matter?
I don't know. I guess it's kind of scary to put both of these things on to see if it works.
I suppose. Well, if that's the case, Xander is going to begin murmuring a couple words and he is going to reach up. As he does, the ceiling is going to vanish very briefly as there's a cascade of stars that begin to appear. And as Xander reaches up and makes gestures with his hands, it's almost like the sky is shifting and turning, forming new patterns of stars and constellations that Louis has probably never seen before. And he's going to make a couple of gestures and lower his hand. And as he does, an entire constellation or series of stars is going to lower itself towards them. He's going to reach out and tap a couple of them, and as he does, golden threads begin to connect them as they form into a large butterfly. And then he will reach for it. It'll collapse into his hand into a small golden light, and he's going to reach out and just tap Louie on the forehead, and the light will suffuse his body very briefly before vanishing as I cast this spell.
Okay. Thank you. That was lovely. Anyways,
That was very pretty.
I'm gonna... Okay. And Louie's going to put the amulet on. How we doing, Beardy?
I wrote you up a little message.
Oh, God.
There you go.
Oh God. Oh God. For those of us who are sitting here,
Oh,
what do we see?
Oh. Okay, I don't think I have much time to wear this without being, like, incredibly stupid. Alright. I'm so sorry. About, like, my entire attitude and energy constantly, and I know that it flip-flops all over the place, and I'm really, really, really sorry. And
You're forgiven?
I just want you both to know that I care about you both immensely, and I want to be friends and everything, but things are just very complicated for me right now, and there's things that I'm physically incapable of telling you at all. Okay? Okay.
Stavik will stand, take a step. See, you do not need to apologize. And he'll look to Xander, to either of us.
Okay.
We are here for you. We will be here for you when you need us.
That's very sweet. Thank you. Okay. Anyways. What else? Things are very, very complicated for me right now. Xander, if you can, I think you should avoid using spells on me as much as possible.
Why is that?
Because it's not that they hurt. How do I want to explain that properly? Oh God. Okay. Shit. Fuck. Okay. I currently, without this stuff on, can't trust any of you.
That makes sense.
Okay, perfect. Wonderful. The less you use on me, the better. Probably. Stavik, you look like you have a million questions, and I doubt I'll be able to answer most of them.
Well, Stavik is... Well, you wouldn't know what's... Screwy has the...
He made
Stavik
a
just has
noise.
bones.
He made
Stavik
an
has... Stavik's like... has his mouth agape.
Yeah?
What can't you trust us with?
Oh, it's not about trust. I actually trust you both very, very much.
Okay.
Right now, I have this on. All good.
Uh-huh.
Yes? As
Yes,
soon as this comes
it
off,
makes you feel more comfortable.
I
Yeah.
can't trust you. Okay?
I mean,
How can I help you?
I don't... How can... Yes. Just,
I don't know.
you would know if you can... If if this information is, you can trust me with it. So I trust you.
It's not about trust.
And
I think you're misunderstanding, Stavik.
I am then.
Yeah.
I don't have much more time that I should have this on. I really need to
Okay.
take this off soon. So
Okay.
just know that I immensely care about you, and if I felt right now, I would probably hug you both and it would be amazing.
Okay.
And I would love that, and I can't. Okay. Being right or wrong has nothing to do with this, though. That's just a personal thing that I'm just not really ready to talk
Right.
about. Okay? Just as a that's a I gotta take this off. Okay?
Understood.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to be treating you a little coldly after this. And I don't mean it. And there will be a lot of things that I might say that I don't mean in the future. I'm trying my best here.
Understood.
Okay.
That's fine.
And Louie will take off the amulet and out from under him the cloak and just hold it out to both parties. All right, that was disgusting. Please never have me wear these again.
Can't make any promises.
Of course not. What, are you gonna just stare at me? Take the fucking things. They're gross.
I figured I'd launder it at some point, but okay.
Beardy,
Mhm.
I'd like to look at the talisman and observe it and how it feels.
It feels much the same, the amulet, the one you just were handed back. It feels identical to how it did when you handed it over. There has been no change in its properties or power level.
What?
I'm writing you a message here real quick.
Oh,
Sure.
delightful. Oh, me or Shane?
Shane.
Delightful.
I don't know why I came down here with you two. This was stupid.
Was it now?
Yes. Getting drunk was stupid. All of this is stupid.
I didn't think it was stupid. I
Louie
enjoyed our night.
rings his two fingers on his right hand over the ring on his left hand.
Message sent.
I understand that it was important to you. But
It's nice to see different sides of the people we like. The people that we want to be around. It's nice to see that they aren't just a one-note song, that they are a symphony of highs and lows, and
well, then I guess with me you're gonna get a lot of lows. I'm really not worth your time.
Well, the fun thing about that is I get to make that decision.
And if I call you an idiot for that?
I would suppose it would not be the first person who said that.
Nor the first time I've said that. Nonetheless, keep those things away from me. I'm not supposed to wear my own things.
I imagine not.
Let's assume that I don't know why. Why?
Stavik, would you try to catch the water from a dam that has burst in a glass container?
No, you would get out of the way.
But if you had to,
It would overflow.
more likely the pressure would cause it to shatter completely.
I could really go for a cigar.
That's new.
Oh, I haven't really done much since I left, but I really like the taste and smell of them. It's not really new, you just don't know me.
Well, yes, that's why it's new to me.
Then I see you've corrected your sentence. All right. Well then, can I get out of...
Get his cloak on.
Oh, yeah.
Stavik, might I borrow that for a second?
Well, certainly.
Thank you. And he'll make sure that Stavik has the shawl
Yeah,
of shadowy
Louie
disguise
will take
if Louie
off
takes
that.
it off.
Yeah, and hand it to Stavik.
Oh, we have our friends here. It's just no rush.
Mm,
Just when we head back up.
I guess.
Are you sure there's nothing you'd like to do while you're still here, Louie?
Not that I know of.
All right. Well,
Louie just takes a hesitant step away from Xander.
Xander will step closer.
You need to back up.
All right. I suppose you can get the door for yourself.
Right. And Louie will open it. So are you gonna put that on or what?
Oh, you're talking to me.
You have the thing, I thought.
Yes, I suppose I could put it on. Is that what you want to see?
Okay, now I'm curious, yes.
No, we don't want to see that right now, Stavik.
That's what I thought.
Okay, now I really want to see it.
Okay, Stavik, that's great. This is an order. Not yet.
After you, Stavik.
Louie opens his mouth for a moment, and several different emotions cross his face before he closes his mouth and turns.
Xander will look back into this empty room, perhaps a second too long, before closing it.
You good?
Oh yes, I'm doing quite well.
Great.
Stavik, where are you?
Oh, I'm in here.
What are you doing in here?
Oh, just since I'm assuming that the cover's on the sarcophagus.
Yeah, the cover was put back in place, so it's just
Stavik.
this fancy stone carving of a person on the top of the sarcophagus.
Stavik is running his hands along the top of the sarcophagus. Just, what adventures did this version go on? What sights did they see? What feelings and emotions did they have?
All of them.
The full human experience.
And then, what do they take when they become Owen again?
Louie looks almost a little offended by that. Oh. What's that supposed to mean?
I'm curious as to what
I'll take?
what new perspectives that they get in this lifetime. And then he looks to Louie. What new perspective will you have? What will you gain from this experience?
Louie looks at the coffin and puts his hand on the cover. I hope, if anything, he experienced less hardship. But it's hard to say.
I think that it would make for a kinder deity to experience the hardships that we mortals get. And he chuckles at himself.
Well, I mean, I feel as though I used to tell myself that maybe it made me a better person. But in reality, I just mostly wished that it never happened to me, but I couldn't undo those things, so we lie to ourselves to make it just a little better. Or, no, I shouldn't talk about other people that way. I do that to make it better.
We all tell ourselves a little lie. It is human.
Well, What do you consider your most human quality, Stavik?
Hope.
Do I have him beat? Just smiles up at Xander for a moment.
Yes. I imagine that you do, though not a very fair competition.
I suppose not.
And what was this competition?
Well, I mean, Xander, being my herald, knows the shape of my soul.
I would imagine your soul, and forgive me if I'm wrong, the soul of a deity is immense? Or is it even measurable? Is it only a small piece that is with us right now?
Well,
You should know the answer to that question, Stavik.
I guess in the statement that you just said, in the other room, could only be a small piece.
are you calling me short?
No, just small, it seems.
Fuck you.
No, just travel-sized.
Stavik.
And he can't. And you'll just see this blank skeletal stare, and it's just like,
Just so you know, both of us, individually, could make your bones crush into themselves.
yes, but I think it would be worth it for the giggles.
You're so stupid.
I like to think endearing. Because in being endearing sometimes lets me get away with things.
What a dick.
I believe that was his wife, actually.
Good. Good. Good.
Well,
God damn, that was fucking fast.
I can promise you I was definitely never Stavik's wife. So, at least there's that.
That is comforting to hear.
I don't know. I feel like I would have been a terrible wife.
Not the worst.
You don't know. Well, maybe you do. Alright. Can we get out of here finally?
Xander will lock these two doors with the keys that we have. After you, unless either one of you has something else they'd like to do in here.
Oh, actually, never mind. I was gonna make a, weird, gross joke about, oh, we could sacrifice Stavik, but he doesn't have enough meat on his bones to do that.
If you need a bone, I could spare. They do call them spare ribs for nothing.
You're so weird.
Technically, all of your ribs are spare right now.
Ooh. Oh. Hmm? Yes. The only ones that would be necessary would no. Oh wow, yes. Yes, but I like those memories.
I'm sure you do, Stavik.
Louie
and does
glances at
he'll look at his
Xander.
hand. Tell me, is there still a piece missing?
Yes. And Xander will reach into his pouch and pull out the tip of Stavik's pinky finger
Mm-hmm.
just in front of him. And I imagine that it begins to
Glue.
pulse with his heartbeat still, Beardy.
That's correct.
You're more than welcome to keep it if you need it. So I do hope I get it back at some point.
We'll see. It depends on your behavior.
Oh. Well.
Let's get out of here.
As you wish.
You're too nice to me.
I don't think so. I think I'm the correct amount of nice.
Oh.
The correct amount, which is exactly how much? More or less measurable than the soul of God?
One more time?
More or less measurable
wait,
than the
that's
soul of
right.
God?
Oh, that's right. As I mentioned before, I'm nice, a bushel and a peck.
Well, after you, Stavik.
Of course. And
Bushel
he'll
and a peck.
wrap up so we don't scare the farmers as we go back up.
What the
I have some last business to do in this temple, but I will meet you back at the green fields, Xander will say, and he'll activate the platform.
Do we not, as we go up, do we not do the whole team thing anymore?
I believe there's a buddy system, and I have one with me right now.
Louie is going to hold out a little pouch of something. Just make sure you come back for this.
I will.
Good.
Can I do a perception check as to if I notice what's inside?
I mean,
pouch?
I don't even know how you could possibly know what Louie has in that pouch, to be honest.
See, in my head, I'm thinking like
It's
a
like a
Ziploc
cloth
bag.
Dude.
It's a cloth. I know. That's on me. I was thinking Ziploc bag, not a pouch. That's on me.
Yeah. Well, since Louie and Stavik are both above ground currently, Louie just puts his hands on his hips, just paces around for a little bit, and then turns to Stavik. Do try to be careful.
This what?
I don't know.
I mean, I'm mostly indestructible, but I mean, you could toss me in a river, and I just go to the bottom, and I just hang out, say hi to the fishes.
Sometimes when you talk, I have to sing a song in my head.
Ooh, what is the song?
Oh God. It's one I've been trying to compose for.
See, a writer, a composer. You're just going for the triple set, aren't you?
He presses his lips together as it looks like he wants to say more. Maybe there's more numbers than that.
Oh. There we seem to be having times. Tell me, what other things are you shooting for?
Your face. With fire. If you don't stop asking questions.
I think... Oh no. I'm immune to cold. I don't think I do well with fire.
Yeah, that's why I threatened you with fire. I don't care if it hurts me.
I mean, I would not. I would prefer it doesn't hurt you.
Well, it's very sweet. Thank you.
See, when you said, I'm going to act cold to you.
No, I didn't say that. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You did not say it.
I don't remember saying that to you. Sorry. I feel like you must be remembering someone else.
Well,
Yeah, I'm sure there's a well somewhere around here. Speaking of which, No, I think I'd like to say that a different time. Never mind.
if you save everything for a different time, what happens if that time does not come?
Then I guess I'll die.
I guess.
I'm sorry, I'm very morbid, but you shouldn't be surprised
How
about that
morbid?
by now.
I see what you did there.
You're fine as who you are. But sometimes you just go off at the jaw sometimes.
Off the cuff.
I
I
guess.
have cuff, see?
Well, it looks more like. Would you consider it still a cuff if it's just the end of a sleeve, if it is not, folded inward like a dress shirt? Would you still call it a cuff?
It would seem a mouthful just to call it the ends of the shirt, so the cuff seems, at least, although grammatically incorrect, it gets the point across.
But then again, I suppose you do call both a collar when it comes to the neckline. But then again, there's a neckline. That's complicated.
I do have a neck sole. It's just not very big.
I know you have a neck, Stavik. But why bring up that you have a neck?
Because I have a neckline. See?
Mm-hmm.
And that I will always stick it out for you.
That's nice. Thank you for that.
You are welcome. You look like you have a million things to say.
Nope. I just need to write stuff down. That's all I need to do tonight.
Well, we can sit here. I know that Xander told us to go to the green field, but we can sit here.
Oh,
The fields
did
are
he?
though they are not green. Yes, he said he would meet us back at the inn. We could sit here amongst the stars.
Oh, I think I missed
We
that.
don't always have to do what he has. We don't have to do what he says.
Stavik, he has to do what I say, technically.
Yes, technically, but you have to give it as a command. He seems very sassy that way.
Yeah, but he's, fine.
He's more than fine. He's fun.
Yes.
I wouldn't say he's necessarily not fun to look at. He's got abs for days. I mean, I worked out. I did all the things that you could imagine. I never had abs like that.
Well, I mean, I can understand being envious of his physical form.
And his hair. Oh. How does one get a braid that thick off only the side of the hair?
He's actually got pretty thick hair, even though it's fine.
Some fellows have all the luck.
I mean, it's actually really great for making any sort of like hairstyle. I think when I was playing with it, it was pretty formable. Honestly, it was nice. Kind of similar to my sister's hair, but hers was I think it almost always had split ends in it. She didn't really care though, but our mom hated it.
Oh, I can imagine. Rue was getting the knots out of her hair was a daily occurrence. So I was pretty good at doing the braids.
How old was she when you
5.
Damn, she had a lot of hair for 5.
Oh, she came out having hair. Her hair was already touching her ears when she was born.
That must be interesting to know that. I wonder if she knows that.
I hope we get to see her.
Yeah, I mean, who knows where she is though? So, I mean, hopefully we'll run across her, but I wouldn't get your hopes up. Is all I want to say.
Well, I was perhaps given some information, and I hope it pans out as they say it is.
Okay.
From my understanding, she is in Pentris.
The place where... That's great.
It is. I mean, I have a mountain of things to say.
What would you say to her? Louie will conjure an ice butterfly. Pretend this is Rue. What would you say to her? Hi, Dad.
Oh, but that's the problem. She wouldn't be Rue as I remembered her. She would have lived her whole life without me.
She's Rue as she is Rue. What does it matter what your perception of her is? She's her own person.
Exactly. How do I say Hi, Rue, I'm your dad. I hope I do hope I get to meet her, but
What would I say?
I don't know how to say hello to my daughter who I haven't seen in 70 years.
I guess we would go up to her. You might say something like, "Excuse me, is your name Rue?" Which last name did she use?
She... stand by, please.
Von
don't-
Hugel, von Stavik? What's like the
She would
traditional
have-
Villish thing?
She probably would have gone by what our hidden name, our banished name
So,
of Stavik.
okay. So why'd you guys take a town name as like your last name?
It was easy. It's easy to remember. It's easier to continue a ruse when you don't have to think about it too hard.
So, her name is Rue Stavik.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess you could go up to her and say, "Hello, miss. Is your name Rue Stavik?" And, it might be interesting how she reacts to the last name. Who knows if she still uses it. Anyways, depending on how she reacts, you could say, "I know this doesn't make sense, and maybe you'll be mad at me, but I am your father, and I'm so sorry that I was gone."
I missed her whole life.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than living in the same building and still missing it.
Your father was not there.
Oh, he was physically there. Like, in the house. Probably.
It was his loss.
It will be.
Will?
Yeah.
He still lives, though.
Well, technically, I don't know that. I haven't seen... Gosh, I haven't seen either of them in many years. Huh. Weird.
Are they over in... I believe you... Did you say that they were
They're over the
in...
ocean, yeah.
And you see him just shaking his head. I cannot fathom someone just choosing not to be there
Well,
when you're still there.
I mean, a lot of parents choose themselves, Stavik. It's not really that unusual. Or at least, in my experience. Maybe we should head back to the fucking tavern or something while we wait for Xander.
Yes.
I don't want
feels- I
him
feel-
not coming out because we're standing near the entrance, and maybe that's fucking it up.
That's true.
He's got good sense of things, you know? Plus, I'm pretty sure he can sense where I am at all times, even if I'm still lacking in my own power.
To the green fields then.
To the green fields. Is it field or fields? I actually did not
Fields.
pay. No, he was just making conversation.
I think it's
quick
fields.
question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Shane, do you want to do a scene with that, or do you want to just do that in text?
I could go either way. Let's do it. Let's do scene.
Okay. Meanwhile, back down in the deepest reaches of the sunken temple, Xander, you find yourself staring at the sarcophagus containing the mortal remains of Calorian. It says so on this plaque that he was apparently a previous incarnation of the god of death. What would you like to do?
I would like to gently run my hand over the inscription and then slowly slide the cover of the sarcophagus off and stare
You-
down at him.
Move the cover off and once again reveal the dry skeleton within. It looks to be resting peacefully. Or at least as peacefully as to be expected of any mortal remains these days.
Yeah.
After you guys did, take all of the various
We
bits
did.
and bobs out of there and stuff your pockets with them, but hey, that's fine.
You know,
We robbed
par for the
them.
course.
But yeah, other than that, it appears to be sitting there. It seems quiet.
Sorry for disturbing you yet again today. He's gonna say, not expecting a response, of course.
There's no response.
You have my apologies for what I am about to do. And he reaches back and pulls out the spear,
Mhm.
twirling it in his hands as he causes Arbiter's Edge to extend and become its true self.
Mhm.
And then he is going to hold it in front of him, bring the non-bladed side to his lips as he begins to murmur a couple of words that he learned some time ago. As he does so, the scythe is going to begin to glow with a golden light, and he's going to reach out with it and swing and then stop at the last minute
The
before
edge...
tapping it.
Oh, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
The
Go ahead.
very tip of the scythe is hovering like a millimeter above the skull of this skeleton, and you touch it just ever so barely, and this golden light that is pooled in the blade of the scythe is going to slough off like melted cheese. Sorry, it's just me being hungry. It's going to pour down like a waterfall of energy across this skeleton. And as you bathe it in power, you are going to cast that spell that you mentioned.
Mm-hmm.
And as you do, at first, there is no sign of any response. The light fades, and the room remains silent and still. And then you hear a pop, and a crack, and a snap as the skeleton begins to move for the first time in a very long time. Its joints cracking as it does. And first, one arm lifts up and grabs the ridge of the sarcophagus, and then the other. And then it lifts itself up, leaning forward into a seated position as it stares at you with its empty eye sockets. And it remains there, staring right into your eyes.
Xander is going to stare back at the skeleton for quite some time, not saying anything, scarcely even breathing.
The moth has taken a shine to this and has leapt out from the amulet around your neck and is now crawling around the eye holes of the skeleton.
Xander breathes out slowly as he watches the moth doing this. What are the details of the journey your soul made after you died?
The skeleton looks at you, unclasps one of its hands from the edge of the sarcophagus and brings it back up to its face and places a finger in front of its non-existent lips. And its skull shakes back and forth slowly. And then moves its arm back, leans back down into the sarcophagus, crosses its arms, and becomes still again. Your spell ends.
Dead men tell no tales.
Not this one.
What does the moth do once?
Once the skeleton has stopped moving completely, the moth will take back off and land on the amulet, walk around it a few times, and then dive into it, disappearing from view.
Xander is going to kneel at the foot side of the sarcophagus, and he's going to bring his hands up and close his eyes, begin murmuring to himself very briefly. And I would like to repeat what I did earlier today.
Okay, noted.
And once Xander has done that, he is going to stand up, look around, look at the body posed beneath him, almost as if it's sleeping, if only it weren't in skeletal form. And he's going to ask, "Are you watching, Mother?"
This room is perfectly still. There is no sound within it. You are deep underground. And yet, you feel a slight breeze kick up around you. draft, seemingly from nowhere.
Xander nods to himself. Well, this is not a place for you. You should go back to bed. And he will slide the cover of this sarcophagus back over Calorian's body, and he will depart from this place.
Got it. You make your way back up to the top of the sunken temple, where you find your companions waiting you.
Oh, we were heading back to
Oh,
the
you were already gone.
green.
Okay.
Yeah,
I don't know
Gotcha,
if
gotcha.
you think it's the same amount of time. He
No,
might
no,
see
that's
us
fair.
walking towards it, if anything.
It's fine. In that case, you return to the green fields. And Xander will be a little bit behind the other two. So, Louie, Stavik, you return to the green fields. A bit of time has passed, and by now it is about 8 p.m. And by the time you return, you find Bastion has moved over a little bit. He's sitting still at the bar. In front of him are a number of small containers, little pails, basically, of food. Most of them are untouched. He has a drink in front of him, and he is relaxing, leaning an elbow on the bar, resting his head in the palm of his hand, as he's having a chat with Elena, who's similarly leaning against the left side of the bar there. And he does not notice the two of you, but Elena will look up, and as she gives the two of you a smile, Bastion turns around as well. Oh, hey, welcome back. The food showed up a little after you guys left. It's probably kind of cold now, but
Damn.
you're probably hungry, so I don't know if any of you have any, like, magic you can warm it up or something. I don't know.
Nope.
No. I do not.
Oh, well, good.
Well, I mean, it's probably still fine. It's just, like, not steaming hot anymore.
I'm not really hungry anyways, so I appreciate it though.
Oh, okay. Suit yourself.
Having fun?
He shrugs. Yeah, I mean, people finally stopped, like, thanking me about 20 minutes ago, which was nice. It's kind of a constant stream of that.
Gotcha.
I'm not really used to it, to be honest.
Well, I guess you should do more things that get people to thank you if you want that sort of attention.
I didn't say that. So, I mean, I'm fine to just, do my thing and, disappear before people can thank me for it.
I feel similarly.
Good.
I don't know. Getting a thank you every now and again might not necessarily be the worst thing.
No, I don't really need it. I don't know. I feel like it's weird anyways. Like, someone looks at you and thanks you, and then what are you supposed to say after? Like, I guess you could say you're welcome, but then at that point it's like, oh, I expected you to thank me. So, I don't know. It just kind of makes me feel a little gross, to be honest. I would just rather just do things because it makes people happy.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I don't ask people to do things for me, not because I wouldn't thank them, but just because, well, I like to do things myself, if I can.
I would say I feel similarly, but with a slight deviation, if you don't mind.
Oh, not at all.
See, I don't like people doing things for me because they'll want something from me normally. Like, say they use a healing potion on me. Then they want me to pay them back or something for some reason. Louie, like, moves his head around to, like, try to get in Bastion's point of view. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
I'm teasing you.
Oh, what about?
Potions?
Oh, I mean,
Where were you just now?
I was enjoying this succulent meal.
Okay. It's just you seemed far away for a second there.
Yeah, it's really good. Are you sure you don't want to try it?
What is the food?
He has in front of him a wide wooden bowl that is filled with what appears to be strips of beef covered in some kind of sauce over a large bed of rice and vegetables.
I mean, it's fine as nutrition, but I don't actually really like most meat.
Oh, all right. They made it extra spicy.
Oh my god. You almost gave me spice?
What?
Well, I can't handle spicy food.
He's going to reach down and just put his finger on one of these pieces of meat just to get a little bit of sauce on his finger. And he's going to hold it out to you. And he's like, you can't, like, smell that. It's delicious.
Okay. And Louie will lean forward to smell it and immediately sneeze.
Sorry, bro. I didn't mean to make you sneeze. And he'll lick the sauce off his finger. Oh, man, they made it real spicy.
I got some of my dose. Okay.
I didn't realize you couldn't handle any kind of spice.
I mean,
Didn't you, like, spend some time in Sejun? Like, you should... I feel like you would have died there.
Well,
I mean, you could just eat rice.
Jackie sort of made food kind of to my taste. There was like a lot of milk in the food that he made.
Okay.
So it was a little less spicy. But no, everything was kind of awful in Sejun, honestly. I feel like my nose was running constantly and my tongue was almost always swelled. I mean, no offense, but like, I feel like even black pepper, I mean, I always sneeze from it, so maybe I'm allergic or something, but I don't know. I have no tolerance for it. I don't know why. I feel like my sister does fine, but I can't.
Beardy, how is the food comparatively in Ville to Sejun? I mean, it's obviously way blander, but is it more of
Not
like
necessarily. Villish food tends to have a decent amount of vinegars in them. There's also like a lot of like decent, like heavy kind of radishy spicing in a lot of the dishes there.
way more earthy kind of a spice.
Yeah, earthy spice is very popular there. But a lot of the foods done there are like popular foods from Ville are various kinds of spiced sausages. Some of them are quite mild. Some of them are downright creamy. But most of them have at least a little bit of kick to them or a little bit of spicing. That's just sort of the natural process of making sausages. You add a lot of spice to the meat, just as a preservative, and also to cover up any of the like as the meat starts to go bad. The spicing covers that really well. So a lot of the sausages they make there are quite spiced. But then there's also like a bunch of their food they like to fry. So a lot of
Yeah.
fried food, a lot of spiced sausages, a lot of radish-based dish, vinegared objects like pickled cabbage is definitely a popular thing there as well. So
Well, if we ever get up to Ville, we could see how you handle a more earthy tone spice.
sure, yeah.
I mean, I love food. It's just certain flavor profiles I might be a little sensitive to.
Is it a capsaicin? That's the chemical that is in it?
Yeah, I mean, anything that anyone would consider spicy, I feel like it's like way spicier for me for some reason.
Oh.
I burn easily.
I would say then you need to stay away from the hot sausages. They would
You too.
well, no, I like myself a good hot sausage.
Hmm.
So it will melt your brains out. It will it's definitely very filling.
That's good.
I probably could take like 2, maybe 3 sausages.
No, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice, be nice. I believe it. Oh.
Of course, my wife, oof. She would take some by the fistful.
Stavik, are you making a joke right now?
No.
Okay, I just wanted to
My
check.
wife would have like a sausage in each hand. She's going to town on them.
Are you sure you're not making a joke?
What's wrong with having a nice, delicious sausage?
Oh my god. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm fairly certain. Do they have sausages here? Elena, do they have sausage here?
You know what? I think I'm gonna go back and see if Xander's.
And I'd say right around that point is where Xander arrives. So as you say that, turn to the door, swings open, and standing there is everyone's favorite Xander.
Oh, good, Xander. He can join us for the sausage party.
I was just about to look for you.
My apologies for my tardiness.
No, I just wanted to make sure you're okay.
Very kind of you.
Thank you.
So, what is this about a sausage party?
Stavik was just informing me how much he likes sausages and how he could take 3 sausages and that his wife liked having a sausage in each hand.
I didn't realize.
I feel like there's some innuendos in there, but maybe that's just me.
In Stavik's wife or in the words that he just said?
Yeah, every part of that, yeah.
Stavik just really likes sausages, apparently.
I am learning that more and more every day. And Xander will pull out a perfectly folded square of cloth, tattered cloth, that is the cloak of Calorian.
good. May I have that back?
Of
I
course.
did want to have a drink or two, and I would hate for it to go to waste.
Naturally. It serves no purpose for me, so...
Well, I think you are the visage of who you believe to be, yourself to be, and I could not imagine there being any improvement.
I see. Well,
He really can't.
I will join you all in a moment. I need to grab something. And he
Flings it
will
back
walk
on.
off.
Now then, as his visage returns, now then, takes his shawl down. I do believe, we have some food right here. I will happily enjoy it now.
I mean, I guess if you wanted, I got enough for most of us.
Thank you,
think.
Bastion.
Yeah, of course. I'm sorry, it's not really to your liking.
Oh, no, it's fine. I'm kind of picky. I mean, with everything other than, sweets.
Yeah, I didn't find a sweet shop yet, but
You were looking?
I mean, I looked around for a little bit,
Hmm.
just for what was around here.
Sweet of you.
Is that? Oh, that was a joke. Sweet.
I'm
okay,
not
for the
very
sweet
good
shop.
at jokes. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. It was funny. It took me a second to get it that it was a joke. I liked it though. It was good.
Thanks.
Um,
I do not write
yeah,
joke books, so you don't have to worry.
Okay. So, did you guys find what you were looking for?
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
I have
Well, maybe they
absolutely
did,
no
but
idea.
not me. I will. Just gonna be right back. I'm actually gonna I'm gonna drop my stuff off in the room since we're probably staying here tonight, and I'll be right back. Okay.
So, Stavik, how is it? How's the food? Now that you can taste again.
So I love cold pizza. So I know it's not pizza, but I like cold pizza. So there are some foods I will happily eat cold. Is this an item that would be tasty cold? Is the question, I guess.
So, in its current state, usually a stir fry is not very good cold, because the rice tends to dry out a little bit. It clumps up a little too much. It's not. It is not as good as it was when it was fresh. And there's really no way around that.
Yeah.
It's just the texture changes a little bit, so it's fine.
The oils and the what do you call it? Kind of get a little thicker.
The sauce begins to separate, but it's still pretty good. The heat actually is really what saves the dish.
Well, there you go. I
spice,
happily enjoy it.
To be very clear, the spice saves the dish.
Actually, I have a sort of idea. Elena, could the can't do water. That's right. Just a little like, if you have any scalding hot water, you just toss it in the bowl and we can stir it up and maybe get some of that warmth back into it and moving it around.
Elena will like walk over and look at your plight that you have, this problem of your food being of an unreasonable temperature, and she's just gonna say, I mean, I could just heat the whole thing up if you want.
I would be very much appreciative. Thank
Then
you.
she casts prestidigitation and will
Yay!
heat up each dish one after the other until they are not piping hot, but definitely warm enough to eat.
Oh, good. Then he will go to town on that. Oh, and a stein of Hefeweizen, please. Please.
It's a bit of an imported drink, don't you think? Louie comes back in.
Oh, it's true.
Oh, but I
if you don't-
suppose the container can do that, huh?
It did it once. Before something else happened.
A tankard is placed before you, freshly filled with a heady beverage.
Heavy beverages and spicy food. I am personally getting that sounds very tasty right now.
Sure.
Yeah.
I think if you have some milk, you could enjoy this too.
Stavik.
You just as you take a mouthful and then you have a drink of the milk.
It's very kind. Just so you know, milk isn't actually my favorite beverage.
What is your favorite beverage?
Like tea.
Well, that would not necessarily neutralize the spice. That's unfortunate, but what kind of tea?
Well, I don't know. I guess I really liked chai when I was in Sejun. Let's see. Sleepy time's pretty good, but normally I just like warm milk for making myself sleepy.
Nice lavender tea is nice, yes.
Yeah, I really like lavender too. My grandma would always bake with lavender and a lot of stuff. It was our secret recipe. Which is weird to say when you put lavender in everything and everyone expects things to taste like that, but, you know. When a lady has a thing, she has a thing.
It is a hidden flavor.
Sorry, what?
It is a hidden flavor. It doesn't necessarily taste like that. It's just in the background.
I think it tastes like laying down in a field and watching the clouds go by until it gets really dark, and then you can see beyond. That's what lavender smells like to me. But I suppose that's not really a great descriptor since it's a little too vague.
One could call it flowery.
Ha ha ha.
I try.
It was kind of funny. Maybe just barely.
Well, I have to remember that next time we're in the bigger cities.
I mean, we could probably find a field of lavender wherever. It's kind of, sort of, sometimes like almost a weed, right?
That is true, but actually,
Like
Elena, I know it can't do strictly water, but can the mug do tea? Or is it strictly alcoholic beverages?
She looks far away right now.
That is okay. I would lose myself in Bastion's eyes as well.
Wow.
Bastion is like just looks over slowly at Stavik.
He has a shit-eating grin on his face.
You're the horniest man I've ever met. You don't even have a dick. And I thought Bastion was. Wow. I have to watch out for you, apparently.
You do not.
Oh, no, I do.
I don't think you do. It's just an explanation as to why Elena is not necessarily so
Bastion, he thinks your eyes are so dreamy, like that of sparkling emeralds with the cutest little freckles, and he loves your smile and your pretty orange hair that reflects the sunlight like rays of gold coming off of it.
I mean, I am pretty great, but, you know, I think it might not work out between us, bro. Sorry, Stavik.
Oh.
I don't go for the roguish type anyway.
Well, then what do you go for? Other than your wife.
The intellectuals, the ones that are stimulating, and are just fun to, and that I enjoy being around.
Okay. Well, Zulin? You seem to like hanging around him a lot.
Oh,
And he's like kind of smart. In like a different way.
I would say that wouldn't, no.
Oh,
sorry,
you seem so fond of him.
Oh, I am fond of him. He is. I feel a kindred spirit in him. As a very But no, just I do not get the same connection or feeling.
Huh. Well,
But
he's what?
But he is an incredible joy to be around.
It's good to have people like that in your life. Well.
Shane.
Who?
Shane. Sorry.
Amazing.
Who the fuck is that?
Yeah, sorry. Saw Shane.
Saw the name near Xander.
Saw the name. Yeah. You ever do those things where it's like a color and the word?
True. Yeah, I've done that very recently.
Xander, we have warm food if you would like some.
Oh, I hope I'm not interrupting your conversation.
No, not one bit. Well, Stavik, if there is someone that catches your eye and you're for some reason over your wife, which is totally fine. Obviously, it's been a hot minute since then. I'm sure Bastion's a really good wingman.
I mean,
You think?
like I can probably help you, but like I'm not actually sure like what you're working with these days. So like
No. I mean, I'm sure he has like a pecker when he has that one thing on. Probably.
maybe. I don't know.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna check. So.
I'm not gonna check. Don't.
Would I?
Whatever you do.
Whatever you're thinking about right now, don't do it. Whatever idea just popped into your head, it's a bad idea.
Y'all are no fun, damn it.
I don't want to see your dick, dude. But
It
you know,
was magnificent.
doesn't mean it is now, I guess.
Hey, no, see, that's the thing. Now, have a Weizen, please. No, see, this, remember the cloak brings out what I feel my most inner...
Oh, so it's bigger.
You know, just because bigger does not necessarily would theoretically be better.
I just assume that's what most people usually talk about. I think.
And what would make you think I am most people?
I don't really know. I haven't been around a lot of people except for this year. Sorry.
Well, it's no. No. So, it is a common misconception that bigger is always better, when it is actually the sickness would theoretically be the better thing.
Sickness?
Sickness. Yes. Sickness.
Wow, that's
Ew,
sickness.
like I don't know what you were spreading around when you were.
Ew.
I don't want to hear about this anymore.
He means girth.
Oh,
be
why'd you
clear.
have to say it that way?
Xander says, chewing on a leaf.
Ugh.
What kind of leaf?
It's a mint leaf.
Nice. No, it's not the length. It would be the largeness.
I think that's a matter of personal preference, actually.
And the other person's body. Because everyone's body has different, sizes for all sorts of things, so I'm sure someone would, but I don't know.
But yes, it was big slug of the Hefeweizen. Yes. Eden never had any complaints.
I thought she told you.
I was, as one would say, a very giving partner.
Oh, that much is clear, Stavik.
Right? I always make sure everybody has a good time.
Wow.
In all pursuits.
Wow.
Very generous of you.
I'd like to think so. I mean, says the person who happens to have a part of my pinky.
Oh, but isn't it romantic to have someone have a part of you?
Thinking about that statement, is it?
I don't know. I mean, there's plenty of people that give someone like a lock of their hair to kind of, in a sense, say devotion or everlasting love in some cultures. And that's a part of them in a way. I mean, it'd be creepy if it was like you were keeping teeth or fingernailers or something, but like, I feel like hair's like a little bow, like a little bundle of hair. I mean, people do that to babies, right? I mean, I know my mom did.
Yes. You give everything as you can of your child as they go through that.
Yeah. I wasn't really able to keep any of that.
Well, at some point you hope it's all you have to do is find the right person who you feel comfortable giving up or receiving a piece of their hair, as you said. What's another slug of the Hefeweizen, man? It's spicy.
There would be... I think there was a handkerchief that was taken from me. And then I was given a new one. After. I think... I don't really know. I don't really remember my wedding day that much.
Was it something that you wanted to remember?
Gosh, probably not.
Said it is best left alone.
Probably, but I feel like I lost a lot in the process.
Well, how was the cake?
Was there cake? I think I was told that I'd get fat if I ate any, so I don't even remember if there was a cake. There probably was a cake.
So who tells someone that they're going to be fat on the wedding cake?
Person who I married. She was very interested in my appearance. It was important that I looked a certain way.
And I hope this person stubs their toe nightly. And
She's
just
dead.
as it's just about to heal... Well... Then she got what was coming to.
No. Honestly, I'd say it wasn't enough.
Probably not.
They spurned you hard.
The what?
They spurned you.
Spurned. Oh, right. Sorry. I'm a bit spacey today. What do you mean by that?
What did they do? What did they do? I mean, first off, anyone that would...
Louie takes his left hand and just gently just gestures to the side of his face, his fingers just kind of slowly going down the side of his cheek as he is trying to tell you something.
Do you know why they did that?
I think she just got a sick kick out of it. Maybe it was, Actually, I don't think I can,
Let's pick another topic.
Yeah, please, anything. Please.
Well, how about, Xander, we've, Louie and I were discussing about, what I would say to Rue if we happened upon her, and I am taking all, suggestions.
Well, I think it would not be my place to tell you what you should say to Rue. I think you should convey your feelings if you think that that is what is best, but you should also take into account her feelings and her experiences and the ways in which they may or may not differ from yours fundamentally.
That was a lot of words, and
Was it?
well, there was plenty of words, but they didn't. But I think I understand them. You're saying
Honestly,
that
I think between what I said and what Xander said, this is probably better. Honestly.
It all comes down to this, Stavik. Once you say the words, you can't take them back.
That's true.
Hmm.
I hope whatever you say, you mean it.
saying I'm sorry I wasn't there isn't enough.
Then prove it. To her, not to us. I don't. But, you know, when you meet her again, I know nothing will probably make it up to her, but I hope you can start anew. A fresh start is sometimes what a lot of people need, I think.
If a new start is not what I can offer, I just hope I can offer her maybe closure.
Very important sometimes.
I know the question that she's going to ask. Or at least I am anticipating it, and I don't have an answer for it yet.
But you will.
How do you tell someone? How do you tell your loved one? I'm sorry I left. Sorry, that was more important than you.
Well, I don't know. I guess I'll ask my sister. You and her are kind of alike in that way.
You don't know why she left?
Oh, I know why she left. I just don't know why she didn't take me with her. I hope you have a good explanation.
Though, sometimes the best explanation in the world doesn't matter in the end.
I've been thinking.
Sorry.
No. I've just been thinking about it, and I think I don't have an answer yet, and I hope I have one soon.
Well, we've got 2 towns before Pentress. I don't have the map memorized yet. I'm sorry. 1 or 2? Sorry. I don't know Burgos as well as other places.
The major one is Rosalejo, and then after that is Pentress.
Oh, there's nothing in between? Huh.
There's little dinky villages, but they're not on the big map.
Nothing major.
Oh.
I mean, we can stall and go see the big hall.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
Yes, very much so.
But if she's in Pentress now, why delay getting to her? Maybe she'll leave then. I'm
Sandra
sorry.
Looks at Louie.
Sorry. I'm sorry.
I know it's something I have to get there. It's something that I've been looking forward to for a while, and I just didn't know it would come. So soon. You think you have
Well.
everything under control, and well, it doesn't normally work out that way.
Rarely does. In fact, the more control you think you have, the less you do in reality.
So, no topic.
Who wants some fresh air?
Yeah,
Yeah, I could go for a walk.
Sure.
sure.
All right, great. Everyone's got a buddy. We're all gonna be together though, okay?
Good.
Yeah, Yeah, let's just go. And Louie will leave the tavern in embarrassment.
And you head out into the greater area of Sarajevo. You're down here in the south part of town, in the Hearthrest district.
I mean,
Greenfields is there behind you. What would you like to do?
does anyone care what direction we go? I was just gonna walk and turn when I felt like it.
Not particularly.
We could see the orchard. See how that's
I
doing.
would rather we not.
Okay.
Cool. But if you want to later, definitely go in the morning, at least, if that is something you want to look at. But I will not be there with you.
You're not ashamed of what we did, do you?
What? No, no, not that thing. That's fine.
Okay. What about the orchard gives you pause?
I don't know, it just kind of gives me, like, stomach cramps or something, I don't know. Maybe I'm allergic to the, what do I have here? Olives. Maybe I'm allergic to olives.
Bullshit, but I'll leave it alone.
So, it's probably our last night in town. What did you guys think of this place? I thought it was kind of cute.
Yeah, I mean, I liked it.
Yeah. Aside from the over the nobility.
That's... I can't believe
That's
I'm saying
everywhere you
this.
go, man.
That's the thing that you're the most bothered by?
I mean, everything else we can handle.
I mean, they had some pretty cool people here. I mean, the barkeep's pretty nice.
Yeah, you seem to be getting cozy with her.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. It's got a lot of kind of crazy shit she's done, getting like kicked out of school and stuff.
Hmm.
Kind of reminds me of what I'd be like if I was like a spellcaster or something.
I see. I'd teach you magic if I could, but I don't think you want to learn from me.
I don't think I could anyway. It's all
You totally could.
weird to me.
Now all I can think about is bro in some wizard's robes.
Louie looks at his personal attire, then back up at Stavik. Is there Are you suggesting that there's a specific outfit I'm supposed to be wearing or something?
Yeah, like
No.
you think Louie is supposed to be wearing like robes or something?
Ugh.
Don't people who go to the schools have to wear robes in the
Oh,
schools?
I mean, I
Be
didn't
all
really go to a magic school or anything.
Yeah. Bro here's self-taught.
Well, no, not completely.
Not completely self-taught, like a boss.
You're a dork.
But don't
Yeah.
students in schools. That's what I'm thinking about. Is thinking of him as a scholar in a school.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually seen a wizard college.
I thought they had to go to school. I mean, not obviously the only way, but I thought the traditional way is you have to go to a school and then have to get an apprenticeship and all that sort of thing.
I don't think most of my experiences are in the category of regular.
Hmm.
But, I mean, are any of our experiences?
I suppose it depends on what you mean by regular.
Well, I don't know. I guess Stavik seems to have some thought of that, but
Just from what my understanding was that when I was growing up and the expectations and all that sort of things, the kids, the other children of the well-to-do had to go off to places, and they always could come back and they'd tell stories of all the primping and the properness, and it was exhausting at best.
it's a very different experience from anything I've known.
Not pleasant, in my opinion.
Well, now you're free from that life.
Mm-hmm.
Free from life in general, as it would seem.
So, just to set the scene, it is now about 9 p.m. or so.
Mm-hmm.
It's April the 9th, so it is definitely nighttime. The sun has set, and you guys are walking the streets of Saraibo.
Mm-hmm.
It's a half moon tonight.
It is. It is a half moon. Look at that. Yeah, first quarter. Great. So, as you are making your way through the streets of the town, kind of walking this way and that, not really having a set destination, but more just having a conversation as you walk and not really paying too much attention about where you are, something is going to happen.
Okay.
What's going to happen is out of... You're not sure if it came out of an alley or if it came from a rooftop. It's unclear. Whoever did this was in hiding somewhere. They were in concealment, cover. And let me just switch around something here.
Boy.
And as the group is making their way down the street, something's going to happen in that the 4 of you are going to be accosted, attacked, barraged
Okay, by what?
by a great deal of magic. These needles of magical energy are going to streak in from the darkness, and they seem to appear from thin air, already spaced away from one another, like they've been flying for some time and only became visible when they got close enough to you. But these needles are going to fly toward you at excessive speeds, and I'm going to make some rolls here to see what happens.
Okay. Are all of us getting hit?
Yeah, all 4 of you were targeted by the spell.
Oh shit. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Well, it looks like. So the problem is, I rolled the attacks before determining the actual order of
Who's who?
people that are targeted. So
Okay.
let me go back to a map of green fields, and I'll see the order you were positioned in. So it looks like it was Louie, Bastion, Stavik, and Xander. Okay, so if that's the order, then Stavik and Xander, the 2 of you are struck. Bastion and Louie, the shots are going to miss the 2 of you.
Okay.
Barely.
Okay.
Xander and Stavik, you are both struck for, let's see, 6 points of damage each. Go ahead and add that to your characters.
Okay.
And quick question, Xander, do you have any life links active?
Yes, with everybody.
With everybody?
You put it back on Louie?
Mm-hmm.
You whore.
Okay.
You bastard.
In that case, that will heal Stavik for 5 and injure yourself for an additional 5. So these streaks of energy smack into you, and when these needles hit you, the needles are sort of glowing this bluish black, and as they strike into you, it feels like they rupture apart inside your person and leave the wound feeling like freezing cold. As that happens, we can roll some initiative.
Okay.
So let me go ahead and
Okay. Oh, I'm excited.
put you guys here into initiative.
Oh. I think we both got
Oh,
Kens.
fuck.
Mm-hmm.
I got a shit roll.
Okay.
I got a 7.
Okay, you said it came out of the darkness. Can I see
Yeah.
anything?
You see that it came off somewhere to your left, and it's dark over there.
Okay, okay.
The street lamps are sparse in this part of town, and perhaps that's why the attacker chose here to make their move, because it is particularly dark in this area.
I'm gonna put on some dancing lights because Louie's pretty much blind if it's too dark, so...
Okay. You activate your dancing lights to try to illuminate the area, and as you do, I'll take a perception check from the party, please.
You got it.
Is it
16.
23?
16. Okay. 16 from Stavik, 19 from Louie, 23 from Xander, and a 26 from Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion, buddy.
Good job, Bastion. All right, so that is going to be enough for everyone except for Stavik to notice. Sorry, Stavik.
bud.
It's okay.
You can see a dark figure far from you, maybe 50 feet or so, down an alleyway. You can see 2 pinpricks of red light where their eyes should be, and the rest of them appears concealed in dark clothes. Part of it seems tattered almost, as it like their clothing sort of drapes off them, like maybe they were wearing a cloak or something, but it seems like it's shredded. And their hands were still extended out, making an arcane gesture as they launch some sort of spell at you. Louie, you have cast dancing lights. You have a move action left. What would you like to do?
Well, my boy's instincts are my boy's instincts, so I'm gonna run after it.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you move down the alleyway to get closer to your attacker. All right. That takes us on to Xander. Xander, you have taken the brunt of this damage from your ally, and you are already finding yourself badly injured.
What?
With only 6 hit points left to your name.
What the fuck?
What would you like to do?
Why are you so low?
Because I keep healing people. Xander is going to run forward after Louie, and as he does so, he's going to snap his fingers, and it's as if golden light begins to pour out of all of his orifices and from his skin as he uses this on himself.
Wonderful. All right. You grant yourself temporary hit points. Lovely.
Yay.
Okay. Is that the correct? That does not look like the correct roll there. I think.
Is it not?
There should be a roll involved, right? Like that's just.
The
two
roll?
numbers.
Yeah, the roll is wrong. The roll is wrong.
Yeah, I was gonna say yeah. No, it should be 2d6 plus 4 should be there we
Yes.
go. Okay.
There we go.
So you give yourself 11 temp HP. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
And as you move up, following behind Louie into this alleyway.
Mm-hmm.
Bastion is up. And Bastion, now finally been given a ranged weapon, is going to say, Stavik, you go high, I'll go low, or you go low, I'll go high. Either way, get him. And Bastion is going to fire this composite short bow toward this attacker, and he is going to hit and roll 8 damage. Surprisingly
Nice.
hefty.
Goddamn.
Good hit.
As the shot very clearly strikes center mass of your assailant, there is no sound of pain, no grunt, no howl or hiss, nothing. It's like the arrow struck a sandbag. Just hits and nothing else. The attacker doesn't even flinch. And that will take us on to Stavik.
Stavik will first say, "Do you mean for me to shoot him with the arrows, or go after them too?"
Now get in there.
As you wish. He will actually he's going to charge. I don't know if I can reach them.
So the assailant is about 50 feet away. So you can
no.
double move 40
Double move.
feet. Yeah.
Yep. We're going to double move.
Wonderful. All right. So
Get
you
in
rush
front of
in, double moving. So while everyone else is kind of doing other things and also moving in, you just hustle. You just hustle in there, and you end up ahead of both Xander and Louie as you're about 10 feet from this target. As you get closer, you can see illuminated now by the dancing lights, this figure is human or human adjacent. The figure is wearing very dark clothes. Their face and body is mostly obscured under either dark, like dyed black clothing, which seems oddly tattered, as well as what seems like bandages wrapped around most of their body. All that's exposed on them that is easily seen are these two glowing red lights in their eyes.
God, I wish I could acrobatics check and just heave myself at them.
And that will take us on to the assailant's turn. And what is going to happen is the assailant is going to conjure forth by stretching out their arms and waving them about in a certain way. They are going to activate another magical ability, and they're going to move in closer to Stavik. As they move in, they're casting a spell, or rather, they cast a spell and then move in to deliver the attack. And what they do, or what they conjure forth magically, appears to be a mace, a heavy mace made of crystal that seems to bend light in a strange way around it. The crystal itself seems to be almost like it's made of ash-smoked glass. And it moves forward, and it delivers a swipe with this mace toward you as hard as it can. Stavik, that is going to be a grazing hit.
Cool.
But luckily, its damage roll was very bad, and it only strikes you for 4 points of bludgeoning damage. So
Nice.
you are A-OK, as it basically rolled what's effectively minimum damage. So
Okay.
it smacks you with just a grazing shot, barely lands, hits, does a little bit of pain, but not enough to really even register into your mind. But the thing is now right up base to base next to you. Louie,
cool.
you're up. About 5 feet or so ahead of you, so immediately in front of you is Stavik.
Yeah.
Sorry, 10 feet ahead of you, rather. You went 30, he went 40. Stavik is 10 feet ahead of you, and then right in front of Stavik is this assailant. Directly behind you in the alleyway is Xander. What would you like to do?
Last them was come cold.
Kind of out of a lot of stuff, but okay. Yeah, I guess I'll use an ice bolt on this thing. It's 30 feet away from me?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Point blank shot and a rapid shot. That's a nat 1.
Yeah.
Oh,
and then you followed
no.
up with the rapid shot of a 3. So both of those shots are going to
Goddamn.
miss. Would you mind rolling me a D20 plus 5?
Okay.
See if that confirms a critical miss.
Goddamn.
21.
It does not. It's
Oh,
just a
thank
miss.
Okay.
So your ice bolts go wide and do not strike the target.
Shit.
One other thing. Stavik, as that crystal thing that this assailant conjured, as it strikes you, you feel the same sensation as when that spell hit you, an intense cold feeling. Anyway, yeah, so that is Louie's turn,
Interesting.
and that will take us on to Xander. Xander, you're right there, right immediately behind Louie. I'm going to double check HP. Yes. So you will lose 5 hit
Xander
points.
is going to immediate action sever the
Okay.
tie.
You got it. Okay. You sever your life bond, life link, whatever. And yeah, that will begin your turn. What would you like to do?
Xander is going to look up at the sky and he is going to begin chanting as he reaches up, and you all see that there's a point in the sky that begins to glow golden as it appears storm clouds begin to form. Also, what is the weather, Beardy?
The weather, it's actually an overcast. It's night now, but it was an overcast day. There was basically cloud cover all day long, and there was a light rain in the morning, but then it dried up by the afternoon and evening.
Great.
But the cloud cover never went away.
Perfect. Xander begins to chant, and the cloud cover begins to change color in a localized area.
Okay. Wonderful. And that will take us on then to Bastion.
Bastiano.
Bastian is going to realize he is 45 feet away. So he is going to, since he doesn't have like rapid shot or anything, he's going to move forward 30 feet to get up next to Louie. And he's going to take another shot with this bow. God damn, Bastion. Bastion gets a 26 to hit.
Goddamn.
For
Yes.
6 more damage. This man is a fiend with a bow. So he lands another shot in. This one is going to sink in deeply into this creature's shoulder. Stavik, you can see very closely. So you're right up next to this guy, this being, this monster. You can see this arrow strike this thing in the shoulder, and there is not a single registration of care or pain or anything on this thing's eyes to the damage it just took.
Shit.
It seems to be just either unable or unwilling to feel pain. And that is Bastion's turn, and that takes us to Stavik. Stavik, you're up, and you're in base-to-base contact with your attacker.
Hell yeah.
What would you like to do?
Plus one longsword power attack, baby.
+1 longsword power attack.
13.
13 is a miss.
Can-
As you
Are we
swing
okay?
at
I know
the-
this is yes, please. Can I utilize a reroll?
How many re-rolls do you have currently?
I
have 3.
Have
You
3.
can use a hero point if you would
I
like.
will. Yes, I would.
Okay. All right. In that case, I will update your. There we go. Your hero points are updated, and you
Try
activate a
that
hero
again.
point. Go ahead and remake your attack. +1 longsword.
For 15 this time.
15 is still a miss.
Fuck.
Sorry.
That's just rude. It's
What am I
fine. That's
supposed to do?
really low, honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah, like 15's still not that great.
I know.
I mean,
I
look,
know.
if Screwy wanted to hit, it wouldn't be a power attack, okay?
hmm That's true.
Damn.
All right. So
I wanted. I want. See, I
He
want
wants
to
the
hit and
damage.
end them.
you want that damage. I get it. But you know,
Yeah.
you don't know what this thing's AC is.
True.
The only people who have hit it so far have been Bastion both times, because Bastion's rolling like what 25
God.
ups
Yeah.
over here.
I'm rolling
So-
like I rolled ass. Absolute ass.
So Stavik, you swing as hard as you can and bring your sword in a wide arc. And as you do, this creature is going to step right out of the way, dodging your attack seemingly effortlessly as it incants another spell right there in front of you. It is going to do this defensively and is going to conjure another one of these crystal maces, this time in its other hand. At first, it conjured that, just for clarity's sake, it conjured it in its right hand, and now it's conjured one in its left hand. And it's going to go in for a swing at you with both. So it's going to make a double
good.
attack. Jesus Christ. Okay.
Hits like a freight train.
So on its attack rolls, its dice were an 18 and a 20. So
Ooh. Okay.
I'm gonna roll to confirm that.
Now, did he
Oh,
just
no.
nat 20 twice?
Perfect
Yeah.
damage.
Double 20 crit.
Wow.
Okay. All right. It's gonna be one of those nights.
Apparently so.
Let's go.
Okay.
You're
Is he-
welcome,
So-
Stavik, for the mines.
Oh, goody. Okay. So it comes in with these 2 crystal maces, and it hits you in a quick barrage of shots. The first, like, bashing across your left knee, causing you to kind of go down a little bit, and then swinging the other one up, striking you under the chin for perfect damage. So the effect is going to knock you backwards. Roll 1d6.
You got it.
Okay, that's
4.
not great. So that's going to knock you back 20 feet,
God damn.
which is going to throw you into Louie and Xander. So I'm going to roll the damage on Stavik first, and then we'll handle the Louie Xander issue. So
Fuck.
the damage, yeah.
Okay. I just wanted to take a walk, guys. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so the first shot hits you for 4 damage, rolled very badly
Okay.
again.
Mhm,
Its second shot is a perfect critical, and that's going to hit you for 22 damage.
Oh, it's fine.
Okay. Okay.
Then the knockback happens. We're getting to that. So the knockback
damn.
is you are sent flying 20 feet back. Louie, you see Stavik flying back at you at extreme speed, and you could try to get out of the way with a reflex save.
I will try my damnedest. 21.
You succeed,
Woo!
and you're able to sidestep Stavik. Xander, you are now in the path of destruction. Please make a reflex save.
Come on, Xander, you can do this.
I am going to re-roll that with one of my hero points, because that
Okay.
was a 9.
Okay, I will go ahead and adjust your hero point total.
That is a nat 20.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
go.
Good use of a hero point. In that case, you also sidestep, and because you got a nat 20 on that, not only did you sidestep it, but you're able to grab hold of Stavik a little bit, and you prevent him from falling prone,
Let's fucking go.
Nice.
which is what he would have normally done there. He would have fallen prone.
Now
So
here's
you end up-
here's
ahead.
where it would be cool if you took him and then spun and threw him back at the guy.
I don't know if you could do that in that action.
Yeah.
No, it's fine.
So that will be the end of the assailant's turn. The assailant is still about 15 feet ahead of you there, Louie.
Uh-huh.
You are eligible to go. What would you like to do?
So, should I, like, tackle him or just keep blasting him with ice?
Xander is furiously chanting, does not seem to be able to respond.
Cool.
I would say I would say a tactical withdrawal for you. I will come back at him.
You don't... Louie will take one step back and continue or attempt to continue blasting the fucker.
Yeah. Okay, so you take a 5-foot step back. By the way, I'm tracking a little bit of token positioning, so
That's fine.
don't you worry. So you take a step back, which is going to put you beside Xander,
Okay.
with Bastion directly in front of you.
Oh. I didn't know he moved up that far.
Yep, he was beside you.
No, I'll stay next to him.
Oh, you're gonna stay where you were? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, all right then.
And then... Is a 16 and a 14 to hit?
Okay, and these are touch attacks.
Yes.
Okay, those are going to strike. 7 and 4. Okay. All right, so you deal 11 points of cold damage to your target. Your ice bolts fly out and strike into this assailant, and again, there's no indication of pain, no indication that the shot made any impact on this creature.
Why are you attacking us? Who are you?
Its eyes simply burn red. Xander, you have initiative.
Okay. I believe I can take an action before I summon the lightning bolt.
Yep.
So Xander's eyes are going to turn black, and I would like to drop a curse on said thing.
Okay.
I am going to drop execration on it, mostly.
Desecration.
Out.
So execration to lower what, saving throws?
Lower saving throws, indeed.
Okay, you got it. In that case, we get ourselves a will save. Okay, it's going to pass, but this will still affect it for 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
So
Nice.
with that, go ahead and cast your spell and roll that beautiful bean footage.
Xander is going to snap his fingers, and a bolt of golden lightning is going to drop down on this thing.
Okay, a fine bolt of lightning. However, the being is going to make its save on reflex, and
Goddamn.
will take half damage. So it's going to be struck for 6 points of electrical damage.
Okay. And it is once per round. It doesn't take my move action, right? So I am going to use my move action to begin chanting.
Let's fucking go, bro.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Yep. All right.
Get him,
That
Bastion.
is cool. Okay. So you begin chanting, and that will take us on to Bastion. All right, Bastion is going to drop the composite shortbow, moving forward, and drawing his dagger and rapier. He's going to strike with his +1 rapier and hit with a 21 for 6 points piercing damage. And that will be his turn. That will take us on to Stavik.
Wonderful.
Wonderful.
Am I 20 feet away from them?
Yeah. It'd be 20-foot move to get back into base to base. I'll put a little indicator there.
Then let's do that.
It's to the assailant.
And we'll go.
All right, you
And
make a
attack,
20-foot
baby.
move, and you have a standard action left.
Yep, we are going to attack
Okay.
for 22.
Hey, 22. That'll land. 12 points of damage is pretty
points.
good, too. As your sword swings, it chops into this assailant, and when you hit your sword directly against the body of this thing, it feels odd. Like it's not like soft tissue like you would expect. It like sticks in and kind of stops about an inch or so once you make contact with the shoulder. Like the thing gets more dense the more you hit it, or the more you stick your sword into it. Like the deeper you cut, the more dense it becomes. Like you're just kind of compacting the target.
Okay.
It's a very weird feeling. It's almost crunchy, I guess would be a way to put it, texturally.
Yummy.
Ew.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's weird.
Yeah. Yummy.
And that will take us on to round 4 and the assailant's turn. What it's going to do in this narrow alley is make a full attack with these maces as it continues trying to attack Stavik. This time, however, its luck is not immaculate, and it is going to miss on both attacks.
Ooh,
that is its entire turn.
Okay.
Louie, you are up.
Louie's going to take a step forward. Can you answer at all? Please?
The assailant seems to either not know what you're saying or not have any interest in talking. Its expression is unchanged, just 2 burning pins of red light where its eyes should be.
I really... Okay. Louie is going to send out another rapid shot of ice bolts at it. It's a 19 and an 18 to hit. Touch attacks, so we're good. And another 11 damage.
Lovely.
Nice. Well, I have something to tell you.
Okay.
As your ice bolts dig into the maybe flesh of whatever this thing is that just attacked you, it begins to quickly break apart and collapse. With the first, like, its lower extremities, like up to the knees, basically like breaking away, as its whole body seems to lose whatever internal cohesion was holding it together. And as it does, it utters a single word that is barely audible. I will take a perception check
Yes.
from everyone.
Come on, baby. Yes.
Nat 1. Good job, Bastion.
18 from Stavik.
I'm going to reroll because I got a 10.
I'm gonna re-roll as well because I got an 8. Also, Keni, you should roll me a d20.
Oh, okay. 9.
Okay. Perception. This is my re-roll. That's a 10. I'm gonna use my last re-roll.
Oh, really? You're gonna
I
burn
got
them
a
all?
9? Does that matter? A 17.
Oh, did you roll a 9?
Yeah. For both.
Louis-
Yes. That's your lucky number for the day, so you can re-roll that.
Is 17 enough?
17 is enough.
Cool. I'm going to keep it.
All right.
Nice.
All right. So Stavik hears this. Louie hears this. Xander, if you're using another reroll, you can, but that's going to burn out, I believe, the last of your hero points.
This is for also
Yes.
next weekend, too.
So if you're sure you want to do that, you're welcome to do it. Otherwise, you'll have 1 hero point left.
Xander doesn't know that everybody else can hear this,
That's
so
true.
it doesn't really
That
make sense for me to not roll this, so I will roll it. That's a 24.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Okay. In that case, that will bring us to the end of combat. And as combat ends, all of you except for Bastion can clearly make out a single word. It's spoken softly, like a whisper. It's a human-sounding voice. It sounds feminine. And the voice and the word simply is hate. And as combat ends, the assailant is going to collapse on the ground as its body continues to break apart into smaller and smaller pieces and seemingly fade directly into the street, leaving... There's light here, right?
Yeah, I
Leaving
have-
nothing behind. Yeah, leaving nothing behind but a puddle of cold water.
What?
Xander's gonna sprint over towards the water.
The fuck?
Collect that shit.
Xander, you rush over toward the water as quickly as you can. Bastion is just like, the fuck was that? The fuck was that?
I don't know.
Everything that hit us was cold. Was this a snowman?
Stavik, really?
I mean, it's not really season for snowmen, bro. It's April.
It's... What the fuck?
When I hit it, it felt not like human. It didn't feel like flesh. It felt...
It sure sounded human.
I mean, I don't know snowmen talking, so, you know, it said something. The fuck did it say?
Hate?
Hate.
Hate? That's ominous as shit. I hate that. Don't like
Not
that one
the
bit.
time.
What? I don't like it.
I-
He like kicks the puddle. Fuck you, puddle.
Xander is going to he's gonna look concerned about that, and he's gonna try to collect as much of this water as he can.
Okay. You begin collecting some of the water in like a little vial or canteen or whatever else you have.
Is there any way to make a roll about what this thing was?
Yes. You can attempt a knowledge arcana.
Oh, I can't. Yeah, I don't have that.
Okay. That is going to be a 12.
Yeah, you're not sure. It's weird. It's like a thing that turned into water when it died. It could be some form of elemental or summon. Maybe it was something that was like brought in here from an outer plane. And perhaps it was tied to like the plane of water or the intersection between water and I believe air, which would be ice. I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong about my elementals there.
I think that's correct.
So yeah, that is probably your best guess that this is some sort of elemental assassin that was summoned to attack you.
Louie, do you know what this is?
I got a 27. Can I?
Yeah, you believe it was an elemental assassin. That this was probably some being summoned from the plane of ice. That was given a very specific mission.
Okay. Maybe Snowman isn't actually that far off. An elemental assassin, maybe from a different plane. Is that a thing that happens?
I mean,
I don't know. I've read of
27.
Shit, but I've never experienced it.
You've read about it here and there, maybe.
That's...
Wait. Does that not imply someone has summoned this?
Yes.
Relatively recently?
Okay.
In this area.
Would it have
So,
to be in
like,
this area?
Like the murderer?
Probably.
Yeah.
They would
Like-
have to be a powerful caster.
They're in the town, too. I mean, they obviously killed somebody the other night. So, like,
Were they distracting us?
I don't know.
Okay. So they do know we exist. Okay. Ow.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah. I just hit my elbow or something.
Oh.
Okay. So it's an assassin. It was sent after us specifically. So someone knows we're on this then, right? Or
Seems like it, yeah.
Really hates
If-
us, apparently.
it is the killer who did that.
Well, the description does match somewhat the manner of death of some of the victims.
Okay. I
I
didn't
mean, didn't...
get hit by any of it, so I'm...
Yeah.
It felt
like
cold inside.
when you got hit by that thing.
Yes, and when I absorbed them from Stavik.
Okay.
And that's what one of those
tell.
bodies said, right?
Yeah.
She
It
felt
was like
cold.
cold.
The-
Right before she...
Yeah. So it was this thing that was killing people?
Well,
like-
it's...
Elemental.
Well, who summoned it? We gotta find him, and we gotta fucking stop him, because if we can, then we solve the case, right? Bastion has a big grin on his face.
Is it that simple?
This is huge. This is like the biggest break we've had in the whole case. This is awesome. Fuck you, Puddle. And he kicks it again.
So-
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Elemental assassin.
I've read it before, but
How powerful of a caster would one have to be to summon this?
would I know that with an Arcana spell? Or Arcana check? the one I had. Would I
Mhm.
know that?
No. Oh, how powerful a caster?
Yeah.
Oh, probably. I would say slightly in excess of your own skills. So someone who can probably cast maybe level 4 or 5,
Okay.
somewhere in there.
Pretty high.
Probably level 4.
Well,
Probably a 4th level spell. Is your best guess.
it's a pretty advanced caster. I don't think my technical skill's anywhere close to this, but I'm guessing maybe like a couple grades about what I can do currently kind of caster.
What do you know about these assassins?
Beardy, what do I know?
You know that they are oftentimes given very specific directions. Like they're given specific orders upon being summoned. Usually given a name or a face, or like they're either shown a picture or given a name, and then they usually go after that target relentlessly until they kill that target. But they are able to conjure forth ice weapons and things of that nature.
Okay, cool. Copycat.
Well, there's like there's versions of them from every elemental plane, actually. This one just happens to be from an ice plane.
From an ice plane, okay.
Yeah.
And Louie will just spew off the knowledge like he's looking at a book as he's talking, but he looks like very distant for a second as he's speaking this
reciting
forth.
it.
Yeah.
The
Just reciting it
murder
from memory.
weapon
Show
doesn't
off.
match, though.
No, it doesn't.
She said it was a knife.
Yeah.
And it was
Maybe-
definitely a bladed weapon that broke the window lock.
Hmm.
Yeah. But like,
Are you?
what if it knew? And he says, nodding towards Stavik.
Knew what?
How to hurt him.
Wait, how
Oh.
did it hurt you?
Like two ice maces.
How?
What it? Maybe it knows. Like it came after us, right? So it knows us. So it used the weapons to kill Stavik that it would have needed to kill Stavik. That's why it was using like maces instead of swords.
Bludgeoning weapons.
Yeah,
Oh.
because it knows us. Because the killer knows us.
That's...
Shit. So if the killer at least is aware of us. Maybe it's the flyers. Maybe the flyers are a bad idea.
Yeah. No, sorry. I don't mean to.
No, I deserve that. Probably just
Can you-
put a target on our back.
Why?
Louis,
Did it
say
Xander, are you able
hate?
to detect magic in the area?
There's so much noise.
Xander will try to detect magic.
You sweep detect magic throughout the area, and aside from the auras on yourselves, there appears to be no other ambient magic in the area.
Anything?
Nothing. I don't feel any magic around. Why did it say hate?
I don't know. Does that mean anything to us?
We were its targets, clearly.
Yeah. Does it
Hate.
hate us?
I guess it hates us.
But if it's a summoned assassin, then
Well, maybe it hates being summoned.
Or maybe it just hates whoever it targets. I don't know. I mean, elementals aren't like people. They don't really like have free thought, right? Like they're not really like conscious. They're just like balls of animated stuff.
so
Right?
wouldn't it follow that that was the summoner's
feelings.
feelings?
Probably, yeah. So the summoner hates us, and that kind of maybe bled into the spell or something. That's fucked
Let's
up.
do a perception check.
Sure.
See if anybody is
Watching us.
watching
Yeah.
us.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah.
a
Go
good
ahead.
question. Nat 20, baby!
Not 20,
Nice.
baby. You look
Nice.
around, and all you see is the well, I was gonna say starry sky, but it's quite overcast, even at night, obviously. So you look up, and all you can see is the darkness of the cloudy sky, and the alleyway stretching in both directions.
Ooh, I got a
It
lucky number
appears-
9.
Lovely. It appears all of you are completely alone. There's nothing else here, and no one watching you.
But the killer has to be around us, right? If they're slightly more powerful than you are as a caster, Louie, I can't imagine this is something that they've managed to bind into their service
Slightly,
indefinitely.
but like a little more than slightly, I'm pretty sure.
Well, I'm willing to search around.
Yeah, I don't
yes.
see why not.
Agreed.
Do we want to split up and cover more ground, or stick together? We gotta be quick. The killer could be running right now.
I think we should split up,
Okay.
but
I agree.
do
Alright.
not engage.
So I want everyone to roll a perception check.
Okay.
As you all spread out from this direction in all cardinal directions.
I rolled a 9
And-
again.
Nice.
I rolled a 9.
Roll it again.
Yep.
use
22.
I
Okay.
will use a hero point again.
Wow, you're burning all your hero points, buddy. You know these don't come back unless you get bingos, right?
I know,
Mhm.
Okay.
but this is rather important, I think.
All right.
Oh, she's my 19. Oh.
So you're down to 1 hero point left, Stavik.
Yep.
And
yep,
go ahead and
yep.
re-roll.
Come on. 12.
Clunk.
Eh.
It's
But that
twice
20,
as good.
that sucks. I wish I had that 20.
So you guys search around, and we've got ourselves, starting with Bastion, a 15, then Louie with a 22, Xander with a 9, and Stavik with a 12. Sadly, based on the stealth check that I rolled, you guys are all going to come up empty-handed. You move off in separate directions and search as well as you can in the vicinity, in the nearby alleyways and rooftops. And after about 10 minutes of searching, you all, come back together, and there's no one around. And as the action of the evening settles in your mind, as you realize that the killer is still on the loose and still likely somewhere in the city of Sarajevo, that's where we're going to call it a session.
Okay.